I sincerely hope there were not too many of you who subjected yourself to the fourth quarter of last night's Sixers win over the Wizards. I mean, on paper, it probably sounds exciting. Washington was down by as many as 24 before squeezing things to within 3 in the final minute. But the game, as they say, folks, not played on paper. Nope. This game was played excruciatingly at the foul line as the Wizards made their run by going full hack-a-shack on Ben Simmons, who is a 55% free throw shooter. Only this was actually worse than hack-a-shack ever was because, yep, Simmons was sent to the line 24 times in the fourth, which is an NBA record. He made just 12 of those shots, and it was even rougher than it sounds. He missed 10 of his first 16, and all of this happened with Commissioner Adam Silver sitting in the stands, which is ironic since it is Silver who has been trying to eliminate intentional fouling. Last year, he pushed through rule changes that make it pretty useless for teams to go hack-a-shack in the key moments of games, but the tactic still lives for the rest of the time, and that is how fans found themselves sitting through a 48-minute fourth quarter last night, as overall the teams combined for, yep guys, 101 free throws. That's a fun basketball game. The whole affair underscored the NBA may have to go even further in addressing intentional fouling. Certainly Simmons is going to have to, which is why Coach Brett Brown left him in the game and said this afterward.
He's going to learn from this. We're going to grow him. He's going to be in the NBA for 15 years. He's going to have to navigate through this.
I mean, look, it's not a newsflash, right, that Simmons has yet to develop his shot or he's not really that comfortable at the free throw line. He's already fielded a ton of questions on why he shoots left-handed. Since he finishes around the rim, well, normally he's finishing right-handed. And when people watch him warming up at games, like someone was tweeting out video of this last week, his righty practice free throws, I mean, they look pretty smooth. For now, Simmons says he doesn't want to make such a major change so early in his NBA career while he's still trying to adjust to everything else, and there's some sense in that. It took Tristan Thompson until his third NBA season to switch from left to right, and Thompson and Simmons share an agent, so we'll see. But clearly, Simmons has to do something. While the Wizards are the first team to go full hack, they won't be the last. And if this mushrooms into a bigger issue for Simmons, it could affect both his confidence and his Rookie of the Year credentials. Tracy, how would you say that Simmons should fix this?
I go back to when we were kids on the playground, and we used to put ourselves in those positions with the last second shot, 3, 2, 1, right, and take that shot. And then in practices, when you finish at the end of practice and your coach puts you on the free throw line, he'll call a guy out. And if you miss a free throw, you got to run. I mean, you can't really do much about it, but for him, I think in the season right now, just put yourself in those type of situations when you're in practice. That's the only thing you can do right now. I mean, you can sit there and shoot free throws all day, but it doesn't equate to when you're in the games. You got to put yourself in game situations.
Yeah, he has to just put more time into it. I mean, for most NBA players, free throws is the least practiced shot that you work on in practice. Like probably the last thing you do. You'll take 100 shots from here, 200 from there. You'll take maybe 50 free throws. So, but this can have a psychological damning effect on him.
Well, that's the thing. It can mushroom, right?
Early, especially for a rookie.
Right.
You know, I haven't seen this from a rookie, you know, of his caliber ever. And as far as like Adam Silver being there and, you know, do we have to do something about it? We can't keep changing the rules for 1 or 2 players.
Right.
See, you're one of those make your free throws guys, right?
Well,
I know you're a make your free throws guy. I hate watching this as a fan person, and so please fix it for me, guy.
I played with DeAndre Jordan.
Oh, by the way, I want to just point out, y'all free throw shooting. Good numbers there. Final minute and 1 possession games. Both of you coming through.
Absolutely.
Solid.
See?
That's when games count, right?
Exactly.
But what I like, he wasn't really shying away from. A lot of guys like to run around the whole court trying to avoid getting fouled. He was just sitting there taking it.
Well, I mean, he had to.
Bad.
The Wizards did it on 12 straight possessions.
Right.
I mean, seriously, sitting through that was excruciating to watch.
Listen, I understand.
Right hand looks good.
How many dinner plans I've had ruined because of fourth quarter and team sending DeAndre Jordan to the line.
Right?
I'm looking at my reservations at like 10 o'clock. Well, we don't get out of here soon.
And what do teammates, if you've got a guy like that on your team, how do teammates feel about it?
It's frustrating. Like I said, a lot of dinner plans
Right.
were ruined for me, but guys are looking like, take him out the game. And then on the coach's side, it's like, you don't want to mess with his confidence.
Right.
You don't want to damage him even more psychologically. So it's like a pull and tug thing. So you don't know whether to take him out or leave in. I mean, it's usually one of your best
guy
players.
like that in.
Well, you have to, right? I mean, and look, Andre Drummond, shout out to him, because for a long time it actually affected his playing
If
style.
he can fix it,
right?
then anybody
And
can.
then he went this summer, and
mental.
he went right from the basics and
mental.
rebuilt
Yeah,
himself
shout out to
up.
Drummond,
so
man.
yeah,
Way to improve yourself.
yeah, there you go.